One solution! One solution! One solution! One solution! One solution! Revolution! Gaza, you will rise! Palestine will never die! Gaza, you will rise! New York is by your side! Gaza, you will rise! The people are by your side! Resistance is justified! When people are occupied! Resistance is justified! When people are colonized! New York, make some noise! We're going to start our programming very shortly, but first we're going to have the call to prayer, and we're going to pray right now.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا Okay. We're going to be praying under the arch, inshallah. If you want to pray, please come under the arch.
Yeah, honestly, that's the only drawback of those words. Yeah. Ryan, can you get a vertical and a horizontal on your phone? Oh, yeah.
Alright everyone, hope you can hear me. It's really coming down out here. The rain is like I said, it's really coming down. So we are live here in Washington Square Park in New York City. Today is a global day of action, day of protest. Shut it down for Palestine. Hundreds of cities all across the world are out protesting. There are thousands of people here in New York City at this rally, ready to march. We got a long list of speakers coming up, so make sure you're sharing this stream. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Speakers should be starting very soon. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, we appreciate it very much. Yeah, so stay tuned, stick around. I can't get to my phone right now, otherwise I will list off the names of the speakers, but I believe that they're in the description under this video. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah, I do. I didn't know you were in.
I do have it.
Oh, I didn't know that. war creates that is
Palestine! It's cold, it's rainy, but that is not going to stop us from standing up and raising our voices to say we will stand with the people of Gaza, with the people of Palestine, no matter what the conditions. We know right now that the people who are facing genocide are also facing cold. They're also facing the rain, but they're in tents if they're lucky. They're being completely flooded out. They're being completely starved out. They have almost no sense of humanity being given to them by the countries who are blocking the aid, sending the bombs, and facilitating the murder of tens of thousands. So those who are supporting this Zionist genocide hope that we are ground down. They hope that we remain quiet. They hope that after months that we become tired of coming out. Are we tired? No! Are we tired? No! They hope that after months and months of coming out that we'll be demoralized, that we will not want to raise our voices. Are we demoralized? No! Are we demoralized? No! Of course we are demoralized because we are drawing our strength from the millions of people in Palestine who are standing up against unbelievable odds and whose will cannot be broken, whose resistance cannot be broken. Palestine will never die. We want to bring you today a number of fantastic speakers that have helped keep this movement going for months and months to keep fighting this genocide. I'd like to start by bringing to the stage Miriam from the Palestinian Youth Movement.
المجد والخلود لشهدائنا الأبرار والنصر لشعب فلسطين. Glory to our martyrs and victory to the people of Palestine. Every day, the genocide on Gaza continues without pause or interruption. Every day, we wake up to a new horror. Every day, another massacre. Every day, we watch the Zionist enemy wage its war of annihilation against the Palestinians of Gaza. Murder, torture, collective punishment, famine. These are Zionist crimes. The true face of 100 years of colonization, aided and abetted by our own government. And today, millions across the entire world are marching for Gaza. We march for a permanent ceasefire. We march to lift the siege on Gaza. We march to demand aid be allowed into Gaza. We march for our prisoners held held in Zionist jails and resisting their captors. And we march for our martyrs to honor their sacrifice. And it is critical now, more than ever, that we march for all the people of Palestine to end the occupation once and for all. There is no more time for us to waver. Every single day moving forward, we have to build this movement. Because right now, we're in a critical moment. The scumbag politicians, the criminals who choose to spend our taxes on war rather than education, healthcare, and housing, they're feeling the pressure more than ever. So it is our task and our duty to make their support for Israel absolutely unsustainable. And here in New York City, we're in the finance capital of this grotesque country. This is where the ruling class profits from the industry of war. This is where millions of dollars are funneled to Zionist settlements, where Zionist institutions make their home in the empire. And this is also where hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers are taking a stand on the right side of history. It's been 5 months now of non-stop mobilization, of building this movement, of shifting the consciousness of this entire country. And comrades, today we're proving that we will continue for as long as it takes. Today we show that we're not just a group of people that will stay home when there's a ceasefire. No, comrades, we're here to demonstrate our eternal commitment to the Palestinian cause. Our eternal commitment to the cause of anti-imperialism. Because this moment is a turning point of world historical significance. And we must seize it. And we must create the conditions for revolution. There can be no going back to what we thought was normal before October 7th. Because October 7th shattered the imperialist world order. It gave us an opportunity to advance our struggle. And this moment is only the beginning of our struggle. In our fight, we draw strength from the revolutionaries who came before us. And what of the history of our struggle taught us? What of 100 years of Palestinian resistance taught us? There are innumerable lessons: internationalism, steadfastness, discipline, courage, comradeship. But there's another simple lesson that's critical. What we learn time and again from our revolutionaries is this: that we must know who we are, we must know who is on our side, and we must know how to identify our enemy. What we learn from our revolutionaries is that there have always been people like us. There have always been people like the people of Gaza. There have always been the free people of the world. And we are the forces of liberation and justice. And we struggle because we refuse to accept these depraved conditions. And what we also learn is that there has always been an enemy. And our enemy right now is clearer than ever. Our enemies are the forces of imperialism and capitalism, of Zionism and colonization. These comrades are the morbid forces who cling to their power and to their bottom line through death and devastation. Our history of resistance teaches us that knowing our enemies and our comrades will give us the clarity to carry the struggle forward. And with this clarity, We know it is imperative to stand together. It is imperative to be united in this struggle and to be committed to it every single day of our lives. Because if we don't do this, comrades, then we are no better than our enemies. And it is in this struggle between us and our enemies that we will shape the course of history. Just take a look around you and you will see the brilliance of our strength. You will see the brilliance of our unity. Every contingent here, every organization here, every individual who came out in the rain for Gaza, we're part of a global movement that's bringing the imperialist order to its knees. And we are driven by great love for our people. We are driven by love for each other, for our martyrs, but we are also driven by great rage. Because it is rage against our enemy, against our conditions, that makes complacency impossible. Our love and our rage are a refusal of these conditions. They're a refusal of this diabolical system. And they are a demand for liberation. And we will accept, comrades, nothing short of victory. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Our next speaker is from an organization that has been mobilizing and organizing and educating the city of New York for the past several years. Please help us welcome Palestine and Auda.
Got it.
Just when we thought the Zionist state could not get any more bloodthirsty than this, they kill over 100 starved Palestinians as they ran to an aid truck. Bloodthirsty terrorism. This is northern Gaza, where they're desperately seeking food, where humanitarian aid has been cut off, where they've resorted to eating animal feed for nearly 2 months to survive. Then Israeli tanks had the nerve to run over the dead and injured bodies. We have Israeli snipers targeting children seeking water. We have babies dead in their incubator following the Zionists cutting off electricity. They even bulldoze and desecrate cemeteries as they don't want to see our martyrs at rest. The list can go on, but just know this Nazi behavior is nothing short of sadism, all financed by the U.S. tax dollar. Zionism is a death cult, bloodthirsty for Palestinians. It's a danger to Palestinians, a danger to all who are targeted by U.S. imperialism, a danger to money-hungry politicians who sold their morality to it, and overall a danger to humanity. We must dismantle Zionism and all institutions of settler colonial supremacy. To only support Palestinians and our freedom when we're crying over the dead bodies of our loved ones, but not when we are decolonizing and resisting. That is not supporting Palestine or our liberation. We must resist, and the Palestinian resistance will free us all. We are nearly 150 days into the genocide, and like every Ramadan, we know the Zionist entity will escalate its aggression. We cannot get tired. We need to further strengthen our efforts. Every single person needs to intensify their efforts in every direction, in every sector of the movement. Union labor organizers, healthcare workers, students, grassroots, legal work, faith leaders, all social and national liberation. This is the time to expand our organizing. This is the time to think outside the box. This is the time to re-energize and come back stronger than ever. We can continue to chant, shut it down, but how are you going to leave today and truly shut it down in every sector you're in? By being here today, you've shown the world that you won't be quiet as these atrocities continue. You need to come out every day in any way you can. Palestinians are losing their children, their parents, their limbs, their lives. We need you to be louder than ever. Enough is enough. We will resist and we will return. The people united will never be defeated. 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 The people united will never be defeated.
All right, give it up one more time. I just want you to know that as we gather in our thousands here today, and it is thousands, we can see them, you are not alone. There are thousands marching in Malaysia right now. There are thousands on the streets of Manchester, England, tens of thousands in Havana, Cuba, thousands in Venezuela. There are dozens of cities around the world who are standing up to say free, free Palestine, and we are with them here in New York City. Next, I want to bring to a stage someone who is not only has a platform, but is using it to show solidarity with the Palestinian people, come what may. I want to bring to the stage Susan Sarandon.
Thank you, and welcome all you soggy people. Napoleon said, and this is Napoleon Bonaparte, not the Napoleon Dynamite. He said, war is when the government tells you who your enemy is. Revolution is when you figure it out for yourself. And we know who our enemy is. Our enemy is hate. Our enemy is racism. Our enemy is colonization. Our enemy is greed. And our enemy is silence. The silence of those who look away when you see crushed children, starving babies, wailing mothers, fathers digging through the rubble to try to find their families. This is unacceptable. Now, disrupting the narrative of the powerful, fighting for justice can be lonely work. It can be exhausting, but nothing compared to what is happening in Gaza, in Rafah, for the Palestinian people that have been going through this for 75 years. Speaking inconvenient truths can lose you your livelihood. It can lose you friends. It may lose you family. But I want you to look out now at this sea of umbrellas and people here, because we are your family. You are not alone. As he said, there are hundreds more across Manhattan, hundreds of thousands across the United States, millions globally who are standing for Palestine, for justice, for a ceasefire. Millions of people who will keep showing up, who will keep organizing, who will keep speaking out, who will be loud. And we must embrace each other and thank each other and encourage other people to be brave and come out for what will ultimately be proven to be on the right side of history. No one is free until all of us are free. Free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! You know, it's important that we recognize we are not the minority, we are the majority. 67% of people in this country are demanding a ceasefire. More and more institutions are standing up every day. Perfect. More and more institutions are standing up every day, from the faith community, the United Auto Workers, unions across this country. We are not a minority, we are a majority. Next, thank you for clapping there, yes. Next, I want to bring here to the stage Brian Becker from the Answer Coalition.
Sisters and brothers, in a few hours, all of us, or almost all of us, will go home. We'll go inside. It won't be raining. Presumably it'll be warm. Presumably we'll have food. But in a few hours, the people of Gaza will be just as they are right now, whether it rains, whether it's cold, whether there are bombs and missiles being dropped on them. They do not have a home. And that's why we're here today. If you see a genocide and do nothing, as Aaron Bushnell told us, you are complicit with genocide, and we will not be complicit. What a disgrace. This morning, the New York Times said and had a story and that was without me even telling you what they wrote. They had a story that Biden has airdropped 58,000 meals to 1.5 million people in Gaza. 58,000 meals. I want to give you another fact. Since October 7th, the United States government has shipped 28,000 bombs and missiles to Israel to drop on those same people. Since October 7th, the Biden administration has sent 55,000 long-range artillery shells to kill those same people in Gaza. The Biden administration has dispatched targeting teams, Americans in uniform who are helping to select the targets so that the Israelis can drop those bombs and missiles on the people of Gaza. This is not Netanyahu's war. It's Biden and Netanyahu's war. It's their genocide. It's their genocide. And the people who commit genocide should stand trial like the Nazis at Nuremberg. No matter how much it rains, no matter how cold it gets, we are going to stay right here. We're going to stay here every day. We're going to march. We're going to say to the Biden administration, this is it. The American people reject you and stand with the people of Palestine. Free Palestine.
From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. I know it's hard for you a lot of the sea because you have your umbrellas, but I have to tell you, it looks like almost all of Washington Square Park is filling up with thousands of people from the New York area saying Palestine must be free, and that Palestine will be allowed to live, it will be liberated, it will be free, the political prisoners will be let out of their jails and their dungeons. It doesn't matter how much cold or rain, and it doesn't matter how much they try to stop the Palestinian people, our resistance cannot be stopped. But we know that we have to continue to tell the stories of what's taking place on the ground in this genocide in Gaza so we can spread the word and build the resistance. And we're honored to have speaking next Lana, who will bring us some of the voices and experiences on the ground. Lana, please.
Hello, everyone. Bring this down. Sorry, I was asked to cut my speech from 7 minutes down to 3, so unfortunately I won't be able to give you the details, well, as many. But my name is Lana, and I am a nurse. For me, the past 147 days have been a relentless campaign for justice in Gaza. I've attended multiple protests. I've been meeting with politicians in D.C. I've been spreading the word on social media. I was doing everything I could to tell the world that what was happening in Gaza was not okay. But I still felt like I needed to do more. So last month, I found myself in the most miserable place on earth, Gaza. As a recently returned medical mission nurse, I stand before you not only as a nurse, but also as a witness to the pain, suffering, destruction, and the systemic breakdown of the healthcare infrastructure. The current crisis in Gaza and the potential for a ground invasion of Rafah is an international humanitarian crisis. As I was beginning to enter Rafah from the Egyptian side, I witnessed what seemed to be a clear violation of international humanitarian law, which is the obstruction of critical relief supplies. I saw thousands of aid trucks parked alongside the road for miles. The number of trucks allowed in has significantly been reduced to 50 trucks a day on a good day from 500 trucks a day. It takes me back to a moment when we were suturing a 5-year-old's hand. And throughout the procedure, he kept crying, "I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry." Although we numbed his hand up, I'm really not sure what hurt him more, the procedure or truly his hunger. Reducing the amount of aid allowed in from 500 to 50 trucks a day is deliberately killing each and every person in Gaza. These actions have resulted in the starvation of civilians. Sorry. Oh my goodness, sorry. This rain is ruining. These actions have resulted in the starvation of civilians, which is a war crime. The mere fact that they needed 500 aid trucks in a day before October tells you that this healthcare and humanitarian crisis started long before October of 2023. Another violation that I witnessed was the willful killing or suffering of civilians, which according to international humanitarian law is also a war crime. Israel has dropped more than 30,000 tons of explosives on the Gaza Strip since October 7, which is the equivalent to 2 nuclear bombs. And U.S. intelligence sources told CNN that nearly half of the bombs dropped on Gaza were so-called dumb bombs. You know what dumb bombs are? They're bombs that are dropped from an aircraft that doesn't have a guidance system. So it has a lower target accuracy. Therefore, it possesses a greater threat to civilians, especially in densely populated areas like Gaza. For 10 straight days, I felt terrorized by the horrific sounds of drones and fighter jets flying over me. I saw and heard and felt at least 30 bombs dropping a day. Every time a bomb dropped, civilians were either injured or murdered by it. Within 10 days, I saw more amputations in Gaza than I had seen while working in shock trauma in Baltimore within 2 years. Yeah. Imagine losing your lower limbs without having crutches or a wheelchair to utilize to perform your activities of daily living. That is a form of suffering. I've had patients who attempted to commit suicide in Gaza because of their suffering. What is suffering? According to the Geneva Conventions, the purposeful suffering of civilians is a war crime. I've also witnessed preventable and inexcusable deaths due to infections simply because the antibiotics that are trapped in those backloaded trucks were restricted from entering Gaza. So, those who succumb to sepsis because they could not get access to life-saving antibiotics are victims of war crimes. With that said, I went into Gaza and I naively thought that I could cure some of their wounds, but their wounds ran too deep. Returning home, I didn't just feel defeated. I was burdened by terrible guilt. Was I just prolonging their agony? Was helping them simply delaying the inevitable? Because truly, the lucky ones died. I was really down on myself. So one day I was talking to my friend and she said, Lana, those hundreds of patients you took care of, they felt cared for and they felt seen. And that's a victory. So, although I do not consider the medical part of my medical mission trip successful, I do feel comfort in knowing that I did show them that amidst the hell, humanity still exists. And that is what I carried back home. It wasn't a cure. It was simply knowing that someone in Palestine felt cared for by an American nurse. I may not have been a hero, but I was a witness. And as a witness to these war crimes, and as an American nurse, as a taxpayer, as a mother, as a human freaking being, I am calling for a full ceasefire. And I'm also calling for the immediate delivery of humanitarian aid. And before any more hospital invasions and destructions occur, I'm also calling for the protection of the staff and civilians in the last sizable hospital that I left my heart in, European Gaza Hospital. I will end with this. At a previous speech that I made in D.C., I mentioned a little girl who asked me if I was there to stop the war. Although I couldn't bring myself to answer her question at that time, I promised myself that I would try my damn best to. So this one's for you, little girl. All right, New York, I want your chants to be felt all the way to the people in between the river and the sea. In honor of our late service member, Aaron Bushnell. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Our next speaker is someone who has been out on the streets for Palestine for many years and who has been out on the streets fighting every turn of injustice in this country. Please help us welcome Claudia De La Cruz from the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
sisters, comrades, family. Rain, shine, snow, heat wave. We are here because we are committed to the total liberation of the Palestinian people. Ceasefire is the least of our demands. It is the immediate and urgent demand. But we are here against colonialism, and we are here against U.S. empire. We are here because we know who our enemy is. Because they've shown us who they are. They are in the White House. They are in the Pentagon. They are in Congress. They are the mayor of New York City. They are the governor of New York City. And they are all these bootlicking imperialist councilmen and women, Richie Torres, who do not represent the people of the United States of America. They represent Wall Street. They represent the corporations. And we understand that it is our lives that are connected intrinsically to the lives of the Palestinian people in Gaza, to the lives of the Palestinian people in West Bank. It is the lives of every kid in the South Bronx, in the poorest congressional district, that's where I'm from, that is connected to every child that is being bombed in Gaza right now. We stand in solidarity because we know the NYPD and the IDF are the same shit. We stand in solidarity because we know that the same ones that are leaving us homeless in this United States of America are the same ones that are displacing our people in Palestine. And there will be no peace on stolen land. For as long as there oppression, there will be resistance. There will be resistance. They tell us that sometime, someday, we will be weakened and we will get tired. Are we tired? Are we tired? Will we get tired? Liberation awaits, brothers and sisters. And it's urgent. And we will see a free Palestine in our lifetime. Guess what? Because we will not back down. We will continue to shut it down. We will continue to disrupt. We will continue to protest. And we will win. Only those who dare to struggle have liberation guaranteed. And we are committed to struggle. And we are committed to liberation. And I want to end with this. We witnessed one of the most outrageous things that we can. An act of self-sacrifice by Aaron Bushnell. His blood is in the hands of every politician, of every corporation, and anyone who has not spoken against the genocide that is happening in Gaza. The blood of over 30,000 people since October 7th. The blood of every child, man, and woman who have been wounded. We have to honor their sacrifice. There isn't enough rain. There isn't enough snow. And there is not enough heat to keep us home. We will continue to fight for the liberation of Palestine. Because their liberation is our liberation.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Gaza! We have seen the students rise up in this moment against their complicit institutions, and we know that it is the youth that will keep our struggle forward generation after generation. So it is my pleasure to welcome students from all across New York and New Jersey who have written a statement together and who will present that statement.
All right.
How's it going? Free Palestine! We are up here as students from all across New York, the state, the city, New Jersey, and we all are experiencing a similar struggle right now at this point of heightened contradictions. Across our school, we are being intimidated not only by the administrations, but by police, faculty, and our fellow students. But this cannot break us down. We know from those who came before us that we are strong. This is nothing new. It's new to us, but students in the past, in the struggle in Vietnam, in South Africa, in Iraq, we have to look to them for their experience and grow stronger. Together, with our power, our solidarity, and our history, we cannot be broken. At our institutions, we learn how to relate to the world. And it needs to be at the center, liberation. And that means Palestine. It needs to be known that we are not here for peace. We are here for liberation. We need to connect our campuses together, all of our struggles, and fight together. We are not just students. We are not just workers or intellectuals or anything. We are comrades in a struggle for liberation.
We are constantly reminded how much of a privilege it is to be citizens here in the belly of the beast. How we must be proud Americans because of the great deal of rights we have compared to other places in the world. Yet in these past few months, we have been reminded how evidently clear it is that these rights exist only as a facade to prove the supposed greatness of the empire and serve only to those on the side of the oppressor. Kathy Hochul, we know you very well, and we know you have been reaching out not only to our president, but to all Sunni administration advising against the existence of SJPs on campuses. To our universities and to Kathy Hochul, know that we are here to stay. To fight for divestment and to fight alongside Palestinians for their liberation means more to us than any intimidation tactic you will upon us. We will not allow repression to scare us into silence. The people in Rafah cannot afford our fears that are exponentially minuscule compared to their realities. The more they try to silence us, the louder we will be.
Not only is Sunni complicit in the Palestinian genocide, but they actively contribute to the dehumanization and violence against the Palestinian people. Stony Brook University is implicated through their ties with companies including IBM, whose technology is used to directly surveil Palestinians. Stony Brook is also complicit in its partnership with Reitman University, an institution that benefits from the system of apartheid and actively contributes to the dehumanization and violence against Palestinian lives. We brought these our demands as an SJP to Maury McInnes, the president of Stony Brook University, to discuss, and we were met with nothing but white guilt and feigned empathy. With over 2,000 signatures demanding that Sunni divest from the Palestinian genocide, our admins continue to peddle neutrality and genocide acceptance to appease their board of trustees.
We refuse to rest and allow our university presidents to feel comfortable in their complicity. We cannot rest until we divest from Zionist apartheid and until all of Palestine is liberated from the river to the sea. Right now, we call on all 64 Sunni institutions to divest from apartheid to acknowledge the blood that stains the wall of our classrooms.
The hands that remain eternally bloodied are those of our leaders, war criminals who are masquerading as leaders, government representatives and university administrators who reveal their moral depravity through the support of this massacre. We call upon our fellow students to join us in our mission with our comrades across the world during this global strike to dismantle Zionism in all forms. The history we are living through this very moment continues to prove that peace is the white man's word and liberation is ours!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! I just want to announce that we're being joined in the streets by thousands of people who just started marching in Washington, D.C., and also in Pittsburgh, in addition to the thousands that are already marching around the world. Next, yes, in Malaysia and Cuba and Venezuela and England, they're marching in their thousands. Next, I want to bring to the stage one of the most stalwart voices for Palestine, Raja Abdulhaq.
Assalamu alaikum. It's really, I want to say refreshing, but that might not be too fitting, to see the thousands of people, the millions of people around the world united to stand up for Gaza. But the matter of the fact that we're not standing up for Gaza. Gaza is standing up for us. And we are coming outside to save face that Gaza is dying for us. While we are in our comfort zone in the US and around the world. Brothers and sisters and comrades, the West has taken off its egalitarian face and has embarked on its legacy colonialism in Gaza today. For the past 5 months, Israel and the United States of America have shown their true face, the face that we all know, the true face of imperialism, the true face of colonialism, the true face of capitalism, that if you do not submit for them, if you do not submit for Western hegemony, if you do not submit for white supremacy, if you do not submit for Western colonialism, you would face death. The people of Gaza are being starved today, not only because they refuse to die. They're facing starvation publicly live streamed to us to see that this is your fate if you not reject capitalism. That this is your fate if you want to live in dignity. That this is your fate if you refuse to die silently. Brothers and sisters, every day for the past 5 months, people of Gaza refuse to die. And they do not die, or they refuse to die not only because their passion to live, but they know that they have a message. They know they have a goal. They know they have an objective of rejecting white supremacy. The people in North Gaza refuse to leave their houses. They choose to die in dignity because they know that the alternative is to submit to white imperialism. Israel, brothers and sisters, by their actions, by the words of its leaders, by the words of Western leaders, are making it clear that they're connecting European colonialism with Zionist colonialism. Netanyahu day in and day night is making it clear that this is a war of Europe in the Middle East. Netanyahu is fulfilling the dream of Herzl of calling European leaders and calling them and telling them, join me in creating something colonial in Palestine. Israel is a settler colonial project that was planted by European colonizers to do one thing, two things at the same time, as Joseph Mas'ad said. To turn millions of Zionists into colonial agents in Palestine and to turn the region into pieces so white supremacy continues to lead in the region. So I want to end with this and say that Gaza is the last fort for human dignity. Yes. I'm not joking and I'm not exaggerating. If Gaza falls, the human dignity will fall. If Gaza dies, all of us will eventually die. We will live as soulless human beings who just are busy with things. Busy with the latest phones, the latest cars, the prestigious degrees, but our dignity is done. Our souls are sold to capitalism. Our souls are sold to materialism. We cannot let Gaza die. We're not out in the streets for Gaza alone. We're out in the streets for ourselves. You're not doing Gaza a service by coming out. Gaza is doing us all service by dying for us. And as much it kills us to see the death, we have to stand up to end the suffering of the people in Gaza. And while doing that, we are also telling Western leaders, these colonizers, these devils, that we're not going to submit to imperialism. We're not going to submit to white supremacy. We're not going to submit to Eurocentricity. We're not going to submit to capitalism. If Gaza die, then we're going to die with it. We're going to fight with Gaza. And Gaza will stand tall for itself and for all of humanity. Humanity for the rest of the lifetime, for the rest of its lifetime is in debt to Gaza, to the children of Gaza, to the men of Gaza, to the women of Gaza, to the elders of Gaza, to every human being in Gaza. And I will leave you, and I want you to shout as loud as possible. I want New York City to know this belly of the beast of the colonizers. I want them to dream. I want them to have nightmare about Gaza, to know that Gaza is the last fort that will stand against their evil plan of not submitting the world. So shout as far as you can go and raise your fist. Gaza, 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 Gaza. Thank you very much.
Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. We've all been so moved to be here today and to stand in solidarity because we've been touched in our heart and our soul, which is why we give such thanks to our cultural workers who bring our feelings inside and help transmit them to the world in ways that move us in mind, body, and soul. And in that regard, I would like to bring to the mic, and please give them a warm welcome, Asha Monet!
Good afternoon, beautiful people of New York City. How are you feeling? My name is Asha Monet. I am a poet, a surrealist blues poet. I am a daughter of African people scattered across this globe. As I stand here in solidarity with you, I stand here also in solidarity with African people who have been exploited, body, mind, and spirit. These are the moments that new ideas are born. These are the moments that new things are written, dreamed, imagined. The feelings, the ideas, the spirit that is moving through you right now, this is the moment. This is your moment to rise to the occasion, to be who you were born to be, to live in the purpose of those who dreamed you up. This is the moment for you to become who we've all been waiting for. Liberation. Freedom is not a destination or a train stop on our way to the capitalist terror or whitewash, utopic, patriarchal, wet dreams. Freedom is a pursuit, a way through, fingertips touching the thunder of loving thoughts, bare feet in the rhythm of running swamplands in the antebellum South. Freedom is an embodiment. You are the embodiment, a presence, a soul print, an all-encompassing, intoxicating dreams, sunlight in the blood, a drum circle in the chest. So what do we say? What do we say? Freedom, people of freedom. What do we say to the persecution of our Palestinian comrades as we taste the provoking prison of the American political lack of imagination? We African people scattered across the globe, we praise people, a people of portals, premonitions, and dimensions. We belong to a connection that goes deeper than lands and oceans, deeper than molecules, okay? We are the molecules of movement. We are kinetic energy. We are the choruses of our conjuring. Our love is our liberation. So I say to us who know that we could never possibly own land, that the only land we could ever possibly own is the love shared between us. Our pleas to our people must reach beyond the consensus that war is horrendous and the devastation of war and the terrible images that we are consuming. The images are still an extension of the capitalist isolation of individualism. The West is not forced to address its complicitness and involvement because we are still consuming. We ingest images much like we would television programming. The bloody bodies and massacred people, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, generations of surnames, while the images have garnered sympathy and at times outrage. Sympathy does not require commitment and transformative action. It does not implicate. Social media showcases the people's transcription and interpretation of reality, but social media is not reality. What is war? What is war through the filter of an algorithm? Tell them about the blood. Tell them about the blood, the blood, the blood, the blood, the blood. Tell them about the blood. The death machines in our palms. Solidarity requires an engaged witness, not just a passive spectator. We need witness to be with. I will go with you with a slender, flexible branch or twig to extend oneself as if to reach, to lift, to be as, to regard. Witness, we need to be with. It is not merely to observe and bear witness, but to embody, to do, to be. A shared sharing accompanied by combining forces to withstand in relationship to. Solidarity is the migration between fixed identities. It is the movement. It is the improvisation of notes. It is tones, energies. It is collaboration. Solidarity is our origin story. It is borderless as breath. It is our origin story. All right? I got rain dripping on my... Sorry. For my people, this is where I'll end. We can't be yelling at other people for things we want them to become that we have not become ourselves. At a time of hyper-capitalist patriarchy, the people are being strangled of their livelihoods and therein the values we hold dear. Values like compassion and kindness and camaraderie. The people have become transactional pawns in a game of take or be taken. I want to remind you here today that there are always things we can do for each other that cost us nothing. Let us not be dehumanized in the effort of trying to be human. This cornerstone of solidarity is what we must preserve. It's the spirit that we must lean on forever and always, and we must remember that the companies and entities who are profiting from our despair can care less about whether we are Jewish, Muslim, black, or white. They are abusing and exploiting the identities for the sake of profit. So do not hold too tight to your identity. I'll end here, and I thank you for listening. I'll end here with a quote from the great poet June Jordan, and I dedicate what I've shared to you all to Refat, a great, incredible Palestinian poet. We, the people, we are not powerless. We are indispensable despite all the atrocities of the state and the corporate policy to the contrary. At minimum, we have the power to stop cooperating with our enemies. Let us stop cooperating with our enemies. Free the people, mind, body, and spirit.
Welcome Wassim from AMP, New Jersey.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. I'm going to ask everybody, we're going to start off cold, and then we're going to go hot. We're going to start off with the memory of our beloved martyrs. I ask that everybody take a moment of silence. And if you are inclined to read Surah Al-Fatiha for the souls of our martyrs. I want to know, can you hear me? I want to know, can you hear me? One voice, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! What do we want? Justice! And when do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! And when do we want it? Now! We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? End the siege on Gaza now! End the siege on Gaza now! We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? End the siege on Gaza now! End the siege on Gaza now! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! I love you! I love you for the sake of the movement! I love you for the sake of liberation! I love you because I know all that I need is standing here today. This life is a life of trials and tribulations. Our struggle across the board is a shared struggle against a shared colonizer, against a shared oppressor, against shared oppression across the board. This struggle, personally, is an Islamic struggle. This struggle, collectively, is a humanitarian, a human struggle. In the path to liberation is unity. As our oppressors are unified. What do we know? We know that Gaza is used as a testing ground. We know that the NYPD and various policing institutions go all the way to the Zionist state. We know that the weapons manufacturers, the defense contractors benefiting off of the drone strikes in Gaza are the same entities selling military-grade materials to oppress people of color on our streets here in the United States. Shame! 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 Gaza is a reflection of all of us. These threats made by the Zionist state to invade Rafah months before, don't mix it up. This is a form of psychological warfare. It's a means to further and deepen the generational trauma inflicted on the people of Gaza. And as so many people eloquently said before me, over my dead body! I will not forgive the West forcing us to display the bodies of our babies as a means to show humanity. Shame on you! I gladly stand here and take every ounce that comes to me and say these words because we know how truth will prevail. We know where we would have stood in so many instances where oppression was so blatant like it is today. I used to often ask myself, if I wasn't Palestinian, where would I stand on the issue of Palestine? Where would I stand on the liberation of Palestine? And the way I answered that to myself was to demand the liberation of people of color, of black people in the United States. And to advocate for and uplift oppressed peoples across the board. Together, from the river to the sea,
from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
From AMP, New Jersey. Well, we're just moving things around here. You know, I think one of the most fantastic elements of what we're doing and seeing how our community is coming together in every possible way, in every possible community to unite for solidarity with Palestine. No matter who we are, we know we are family because we are standing together for Gaza. So next, I'd like to bring someone to the stage who's been organizing our communities to stand in defense of our shared humanity. Please welcome Sara Ramirez.
Hello, my name is Sara Ramirez, and I am here with my New York queer, trans, and non-binary community to remind us that we are also here for queer, trans, and non-binary Palestinians. I am here with you as a fellow human being, a bisexual, pansexual, non-binary queer, Mexican-born immigrant, part Irish-American, sent to the U.S. when I was 7 years old in 1983, doing my best to continue peeling back the layers of trauma, conditioning, and complicity. A few days ago, I was lucky enough to be in the room with Angela Davis, who reminded us that without organizers and workers, there would be nothing. So I want to take a moment to say thank you to every single organizer and worker who has been in the trenches of this movement for collective liberation, moving and gathering us together. There would be nothing without you. Being in community with you is what gives me the courage to be here today and every day. I am here as a human being and as an artist against apartheid. I may have played a foreign policy advisor to the Secretary of State on TV, but I don't have to be one in real life to know that occupation, ethnic cleansing, and genocide are wrong. It is not that I am unafraid as I stand here with you. I am afraid. But I am more afraid of what will continue to happen to humanity if more of us do not speak up, make noise, show up, take action, and let these people in power know and accept that the power of the people shall prevail. Have been lifted and more people are waking up to the realities of the violent colonial settler project that is the United States of America and understand its connection to the violent colonial settler project that is the State of Israel, the genocides in Palestine, the Congo, Sudan, Haiti, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and beyond. Lord teaches us that our silence will not protect us. And so, this taxpayer would like to say to the politicians, art institutions, LGBTQIA2S+ organizations, theater, TV, film companies in this city and beyond who have remained silent, not on my dime, not on my time. Your silence is your complicity. Your silence is your complicity. Your silence is your complicity. Your inaction is your complicity. Our struggles are interconnected, And like Susan Sarandon said, none of us will be free until all of us are free. To all of you gathered here and tuned in from afar, let us keep finding ways to work together and create lasting change. Let us transform our rage into the fiercest love for humanity, practicing hope and joy as resistance to the many occupations that seek to divide us and destroy our moral compass. We need a permanent ceasefire now. We have at least 50,000 Palestinians here in New York, and to you and to all Palestinians across the world, I say, I love you. Your lives matter. I am with you. There is no pride in genocide. There is no pride in apartheid. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! And now I would like to introduce to you a beloved human, educator, and organizer who proudly identifies as Palestinian and queer. I met her in person at the National March for Gaza in D.C. on January 13th. Among her many contributions to the movement, long before October 7th and after, she and her wife Layla co-organized and led an action outside HRC's gala 4 weeks ago, where the org and its funders were called out for having ties to weapons manufacturers who have been sending weapons to the Israeli occupation forces for the purpose of genocide against Palestinians. She has encouraged us to embrace our responsibility to uncover our complicity in this genocide against Palestinians in our workplace, wherever we go, wherever we are. Please give it up for Rand! We love you!
Sara, that was beautiful. Thank you. May the ripples of my words reach the tides of liberation. I am here because of love. Not the colonizers' definition of love, bastardized to keep us entangled in capitalist interests, but real revolutionary love. My love for my family and friends, for all of my people, and for the people of the world fighting and loving for liberation. My love for the martyrs, whose stories of joy, pain, and heroism I may never get to hear. For baby Hiba Ziyada, who was starved to death by Zionist machine at 1 week old. For 26-year-old Mohammed El-Kurd, who was murdered by a Zionist sniper while seeking food from an aid truck to support his family. The resistance fight is rooted in love for Hiba, Mohammed, and all Palestinian life. I love the living, whose stories deserve the world's audience. The journalists, the healthcare workers, artists, and the multitude of Palestinians whose contributions and expressions of their culture is done by sharing their deep resilience and struggle for freedom that is ingrained in Palestinian history. Yes. My love for the children, whose first and last cries are demands for liberation and justice, because even their empty bellies cannot be filled without us here in the streets right now heeding their calls. For Palestinians Palestinian refugees and those in exile living in Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and all over the world who are resisting all oppressive regimes. I am Palestinian and I am queer. Yes. Those parts of me are intertwined and cannot be separated. Come on. Yes. Sorry, I got water on my phone. The liberation for me and all marginalized people is entirely conditional on the eradication of Zionism. Yes! We must decolonize our hearts, de-Zionize our minds, and liberate the land. The empire is crumbling, and now is the time to remain steadfast, just like the Palestinians before us and those fighting today. No matter how many images and videos bring us immense pain, none of us can truly fathom the horrors of living under constant fear of bombardment, torture, starvation, and displacement. What we are fighting for is a world where love can plant itself into the earth to photosynthesize free air, free land, free water, and free light, to bear the fruit of liberation without the threat of being uprooted. Ending this genocide is about focused and united love. Palestinian liberation is a love movement. Queer and trans liberation is a love movement. Indigenous land back is a love movement. Black liberation is a love movement. Love in the name of protection. Love in the name of dismantling the harmful systems that are united to destroy us. Let us never forget our interconnectedness. We have all the power and we are united in our fight for liberation and our love for our people. We keep us safe. Every day we show the world that the Zionist settler project will end. Every day we chip away at their fragile empire that was built on blood and exploitation. We Palestinians are a liberated people, and Palestine will be free. I want to leave you all with the words of a Palestinian queer in Gaza. This message was left on a site called Queering the Map. These are their words. I don't know how long I will live, so I just want this to be my memory here before I die. I am not going to leave my home come what may. My biggest regret is not kissing this one guy. He died 2 days back. We had shared how much we liked each other, and I was too shy to kiss him one last time. He died in the bombing. I think a big part of me died too. And soon I will be dead. To Eunice, I will kiss you in heaven. Thank you.
Thank you, Rand. Okay, so next I would like to introduce to you a beloved human who has had and continues to have such an impact on so many people in NYC and beyond. She is the epitome of community care and embodies love as an action in ways that keep hope and community alive, literally alive and connected. She founded the organization Black Trans Liberation, which aims to end homelessness within the trans population. She co-founded and co-organized the Stonewall protests every Thursday night, starting in the summer of 2020. And she also holds Black Trans Liberation Kitchen every Wednesday night, right over there at Judson Memorial Church on Thompson Street, to provide access and resources from community partners that empower and celebrate the TGNC community. She is a renowned and recognized costume designer for film, TV, and stage, and won an Obie Award in 2023 for her celebrated artistry. She has been marching for a free Palestine since November of 2023, and she organized an almost 40-person BTL charter bus to travel to D.C. for the National March for Gaza on January 13th. Please give it up for my family and beloved sister, Qween Jean.
Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all feeling? When I say freedom, you say now freedom! 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 Oh yes. We, the people of New York City, we are in solidarity with the innocent families in Palestine. We recognize, thank you. Oh, okay, yes, come on, because we're about to have church. Thank you. We're about to have church, thank you. I don't know about y'all. We are angry. We are sick and tired of being told and reminded about the events of October 7th. Come on. Can I make it plain? I'm going to make it plain. Make it plain. The reality is, the people who are the real terrorists are sitting in office right now. The people who are the terrorists are the ones who have watched the genocide go on and on and on, and all they fucking do is they eat ice cream when they are asked about what about the starving children in Gaza. Kathy Hochul, you are a terrorist. Richie Torres, you are a terrorist. We are holding you accountable. You are a fucking terrorist. Hakeem Jeffries, you are a terrorist. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. The free people, we have been marching. We have seen innocent organizers, family members, my own family, they are here in solidarity, and we will not stop until Palestine is free. We are never ashamed or afraid to say free Palestine. If you are queer, make some noise right now. Make some noise. Hello? If you are trans, make some noise. And if you have a problem with that, then you are the issue. Because the reality is, we are in this fight together. I am your neighbor. I am your sister. I am your choice. We will never draw a line in the sand. That is the oppressor's tactic. We step forward with love. We step forward with determination. We step forward with the will of love and freedom for everybody. In this moment, we are watching every day the people. Look at this. Honestly, this is so glorious. This is so glorious. This entire park is filled. The entire city and country is filled today. But we should not have to do this when they could have called for a permanent ceasefire. I have been asking my family, my collaborators, my comrades, what are they afraid to call for a ceasefire? Why are they so afraid? Why are they afraid?
Why?
Because of capitalism, because of greed, because they want to own, they want to have dominion. You will never have the people of Palestine. Never! We will be out here every day, in the rain, in the snow, in the heat. We will be out here even when we are attacked. We have been brutalized. Can you imagine? We are not even allowed to use a megaphone. Can you imagine? We will be arrested. Our comrades, their Instagram pages, their organizations, they have been reported. They have been permanently taken down by the corruptness of Meta, of Instagram. Fuck anybody that is not here for true liberation. That's right. Hey. Today, when we take out to the streets, I want you all to recognize that this is important. We know it's important, but truly, this moment is monumental. And it is monumental because we have said no in the face of oppression. And we have said yes to the true liberation of all the oppressed people. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, we're about to go. We're about to go. Okay. One mic. Oh, I don't know. As we know, there are agitators all over this space. Family, one mic.
We need a marshal. We need a marshal
right here to this section.
This guy.
Thank you.
Marshal right here.
Who protect us? We cannot be the issue and the solution. We will not be the issue and the solution. If you are not here for liberation, get out. If you are not here for the liberation, get out. If you are not here for the freedom of life, get out. Thank you. Okay, we're about to wrap. I thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart, because we have seen the terror. I want to say something. Can I make it plain, everybody? Okay, I'll make it plain. They have lied to us. There were never 40 beheaded babies. But we have seen over 13,000 malnourished and starved babies. What shame! They have starved. murdered and killed, desecrated, displaced an entire nation, an entire creed and culture of people. And they have remained steadfast on continuing to do it. So today, we will push back. Today, we will rise up in revolution. In revolution. They will never put fear in our hearts because we have already survived. We claim victory today for Palestine. We claim victory. Before I leave, I want you all to share with me. Can y'all ready? It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. 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 We march for the people of Palestine and Gaza. Let's go.
All right. Thank you. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. How y'all feeling out there? I appreciate that energy because we know the people of Gaza are suffering under genocide, under cold, under rain, in a tent if they're lucky with nothing to eat. So we're doing fine. We're happy to continue to stand here in solidarity with the people of Palestine as long as it takes until they reach liberation. Next, I want to bring here to the stage Najwa and Dahlia from the Palestinian Feminist Collective.
Say it with me, everybody. Say it loud, say it clear.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Liberation is near.
Liberation is near.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dahlia. I'm with my sister Najwa from the Palestinian Feminist Collective. We are a collective of Palestinian and Arab feminists, primarily here in Turtle Island. And we resist Zionist violence, oppression, and hegemony in all aspects, including and especially within so-called feminist spaces that attempt to normalize genocide. We assert that Zionism is incompatible with feminism and that Palestine is a feminist issue. So we build our work grounded in love for Palestine and Palestinian people. And we invite you all to join us in shutting down any display of colonial feminism. We must all call out the ways that phony feminism weaponizes language of women's rights and human rights to harm our people and attempt to erase Palestinians. This is part of a larger propaganda project that distorts language of liberation to justify invasion, genocide, occupation, resource extractions, and labor exploitation. They go so far as to spread unfounded racist Zionist propaganda without ever questioning it, as we're seeing all week as the New York Times falls flat on its face. Shame. Many of us all over the global south and BIPOC communities and marginalized communities in the U.S. are extremely familiar with these tactics of dehumanization. Colonial feminism depicts our women as helpless victims in need of saving, while also rendering them disposable, threatening, and deserving of death. Shame. Palestinian men have also been depicted as crude, brutal aggressors, sexual predators, and loveless figures. We will not tolerate this. And perhaps the most painful, even our children are brazenly spoke about as worthless and dangerous. We believe it is critical that these tactics are recognized for what they truly are and do not become normalized. Feminism cannot ever be compatible with any narrative or system of dehumanization and destruction of land and life.
While colonial feminists
feign concern for the humanity and rights of some. They ignore campaigns of mass arrests, humiliation, and torture across Palestine. They ignore that the miscarriage rate has increased by 300%. They ignore the denial of medical care, particularly to pregnant and birthing women and their newborn babies. We witnessed the deliberate starvation of children and adults alike. As of yesterday, 5 infants, including baby Hiba Ziadeh, have died of starvation. We witnessed the deliberate execution of journalists, of medics, of people trying to access flour and humanitarian aid. These forms of violence are not the only examples, nor are they new. These tactics have been central to the Zionist occupation of our homeland, expulsion of our people, and endless warfare waged upon Palestinian life. For 5 months, Palestinians have sacrificed their privacy. Their intimate suffering is live-streamed to move the world to end this genocide. And rather than holding the Israeli occupation accountable, colonial feminists join them in silencing and dehumanizing Palestinians and justify Israel's atrocities. Hand in hand, they enable the intensified political repression that we are seeing on far too many campuses and organizations. They have set the conditions for the world to turn their backs as Rafah is under threat of an imminent ground invasion. We want to build up feminism that is compatible with Palestinian liberation and collective liberation. Next Friday, March 8th, is International Women's Day. There has been a call to globally strike for Palestinian women and girls of Gaza. Leave your workplaces, leave your schools, leave your homes, and let everyone know that Palestine is a feminist issue. There can be no claim to feminism without opposing genocide in Gaza. Our commitment to the liberation of Palestinian lands and people is rooted in love, which is the heart of all projects of decolonization. Liberation is near. Say it clear. Liberation is near. Say it loud. Say it clear. Liberation is near. Say it loud. Say it clear. Liberation is near.
Our next speaker is a leading Palestinian writer, poet, and organizer from Sheikh Jarrah. Please help us welcome Mohammed El-Kurd.
Hello everyone. Thank you for coming out in the rain. There's nothing I can say to you that hasn't been said already. And quite frankly, I am over it. I am over the citations, I'm over the statistics and the facts. We are beyond international law. We are beyond the United Nations. We are beyond begging people to see us as human beings. We are beyond the academy, beyond the institution, beyond begging white people to legitimize our grief and our rage. There is no debating our liberation, no debating our right to resistance. There is no shame in resistance. We are beyond persuasion and PowerPoint presentations. We must abolish Zionism. Say it with me. We must abolish Zionism. For the sake of humanity. We must abolish Zionism. I understand that so many of you are afraid of so many different things, of difficult conversations, of having your job terminated, but none of this compares to the pain of our martyrs, of our families, to the grief of our loved ones in Gaza, to the sacrifices so many people have committed here in the United States, as we saw in Washington, D.C., where Aaron Bushnell set himself on fire, and in Palestine, where people are burned by American-made weapons. The time is now to organize, to liberate. We are past persuasion. We are past begging and pleading. Thank you and fuck Israel.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Our next speaker is Rahma Zay. Please give it up for her.
Ya Ruh al-Ruh, the soul of my soul. This is how we speak to each other. We speak to each other with emotion because we have feelings. And it is appropriate to feel. It is appropriate to be angry. It is appropriate to be sad. We live in a world where your politicians would rather speak up for an occupation on a foreign land and discredit you, their own people. They've given you the illusion that you have a vote. But have they taken your voice away? Do you want to live in a world where calling out and screaming that a mother holding her cold child's body, raising her hand to the sky and asking why? When you cry about that, and it is justified, do you want to live in this world? Do you want to live in this world when you can get fired for speaking out against the killing, the starvation of a people? Do you want to live in this world? You speaking up for Palestine is you speaking up for justice. Raise your arm up. Raise your arm up. Raise your arm up. And look at each other. Look at each other now and thank each other for feeling. Thank each other for being angry. Look at each other. Thank each other for being upset. Do you want to live in an unjust world? In this moment in time, this mere speck of a moment in time, you have a decision to make. Is this decision going to be to stand up against occupation? Is this moment in time a decisive moment where you are going to say enough? In the midst of all this silencing, of all the censorship, of all the oppression, you matter most. They will make you think you are hopeless. They will make you think you are helpless. Are you hopeless? No! Are you helpless? No! You are justice! Raise your arm up for Palestine! You raising your arm up for Palestine is you raising your arm up for justice! Is you raising your arm up against oppression! Is you saying enough! Enough! Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
End the oppression now! Never be apologetic. Now you stand up. Don't you dare let them tell you enough. You say enough. You decide. Be proud of yourself. Raise your arm up for Palestine. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
As we get ready to take to the streets, we have a few people to help bring us to a close. Next, I want to bring to the mic Immortal Technique! Palestine! Genocide Joe has got to go. Genocide Joe has got to go. Genocide Joe has got to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have sent a strong message to the puppet that stands at the presidency of the United States. We have shown him that in only a few days we can rally tens of thousands, 100,000 people to vote uncommitted and show them that we will not be silent partners in a genocide in Gaza. Now imagine what we can do from now until November. Ladies and gentlemen, none of us will be silent. This doesn't just affect the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that Univision is owned by Haim Saban, for those of you who don't know, and propagates Zionist propaganda to the entire Latino community. Pero yo estoy aquí para decirte a todos ustedes que estamos con la gente de Palestina. So when I say, desde el río hasta el mar, you say, Palestina, libertad. Let's do it. Desde el río hasta el mar. Palestina, libertad. Louder. Desde el río hasta el mar. Palestina, libertad. Desde el río hasta el mar. Palestina, libertad. I got 2 minutes. I want to close by saying this. There are lots and lots of people on the right wing that say horrible things about Jewish people, horrible anti-Semitic things, but they're not held to the same standard as the left because they support Israel, because they give a blank check to Israel. So let's never forget something. Behind closed doors, the Zionists come together with their factions. They don't squabble through petty discussions like we do. And if you get offended by that, remember, do not fight to the death against people that are not your enemy. We need more solidarity within this movement than ever. If somebody supports Palestine, bring them into the movement. Stop creating enemies among your own people because they're not doing the same thing. They're uniting while we're dividing. We have to stand united more than ever. I love you, and don't forget, we're on the right side of history, ladies and gentlemen. Que viva la revolución and free Palestine! Hold up, motherfucker! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Next, I want to bring to the stage Omar Clay from the December 12th movement!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
They said 2 minutes, but we only need 1. People are dying in Palestine, but let's not forget, people are fighting in Palestine. Israelis are dying in Palestine. And for every Palestinian child, man, woman, or child that dies, there's one that's going to take their place because Palestine is at war. And it has set the tone in the world for sellouts who would cop to imperialism. Palestine has put anti-imperialism on the agenda. Negro, the Black Liberation Movement is lockstep with the Palestinian Liberation Movement. We have political prisoners, and so do they. They are victims of ethnic cleansing, and so are we. But we have a response in the streets of Brooklyn, where we are under attack too. We say, in spite of the bombs, in spite of the police killings, in spite of white supremacy, we say, we ain't going nowhere. 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 Freedom or death.
Give it up for the December 12th movement. The spirit of the late Viola Plumber is with us. The spirit of the black liberation fighters in this area is with us. The spirit of the political prisoners in Palestine, the political prisoners in the United States, the political prisoners all around the world is with us as we get ready to take to the streets with the people of Havana, the people of Caracas, the people of Malaysia, the people of Tokyo, Japan, the people all around the world. I want to bring here to the stage to close us down, bring us home, Layan Fuleihan from the People's Forum.
Are we ready to march? Are we ready to march? We will march with the millions on every continent of this planet today. I have a simple message, and I want you to help me deliver it. We are putting the White House on notice. We do not accept their lies. We know that they've done nothing to force a ceasefire. They have done nothing to end the genocide. We will do everything to end the genocide. And we demand President Biden, the U.S. government, every single one of their institutions, that they do the following. 1, an immediate and permanent ceasefire. That's just the first step, because we have more demands. 2, end all U.S. funding to the entire state of Israel. 3, immediately lift the siege on Gaza. 4, free all of our Palestinian brothers and sisters who are being held hostage in the occupation prisons. Every single one of them. And 4, end the entire occupation of Palestine. We will not rest until we achieve every single one of our demands. Because these demands are right, they are just, and they are achievable. We can achieve them right now. The Zionists, the genocide defenders, the White House, they do not represent us. Let's demonstrate to them what collective power and collective strength means. So we are going to march today and make sure that our message is delivered in every corner of this country and every corner of the world. We're going to move towards this big arch. We're going to march together, and we're going to show New York City that the New Yorkers, every single one of us, we are the majority, and we are on the right side of history. And since our government has no conscience, we will be the conscience of the world.
Let's march! If you're behind the arch, you gotta get going, because we got thousands of people behind you. Just come through the arch. Come through the arch. Here we go. We're moving slowly but surely. Just watch everybody. Be careful, don't trample anybody.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! And from the sea to will be free. And from the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Brick by brick, wall by wall, Zionism will fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall, Israel will fall. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, Intifada. Long live Intifada. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? If we don't get it, if Lessa doesn't get it, if Jeanine doesn't get it, if Douglas doesn't get it, if Lessa doesn't get it, if our people don't get it, shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it
Long live Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. All the walls have got to go. From Palestine to Mexico, all the walls have got to go. All the walls have got to go. All the walls have got to go. Not the U.S.
Alright guys, hope you're still with us. Man, it's really come down out here. And it's cold. I gotta change the battery, so let me see if I can find an awning, somewhere to get onto, change this battery. Yeah, but I have never seen this many people out at a protest in New York City. Alright guys, give me a few seconds. I gotta change this battery out. I can't tell you how difficult this is to do everything in the rain like this. Alright, I'm gonna get ready to start marching with them to cover the march. Smash that like button, share the stream. I'm not sure how much battery life left I have on the live view, but I'll be out here until it goes out. So thanks for sticking in there. All right, here we go. Hey guys, so if you're wondering about the numbers, there are tens of thousands of people out today. Not just in the thousands, tens of thousands of people. I can't get an accurate number on how many tens of thousands, but it's definitely up there. Of course, the police are out in right here.
Move it, move it.
Even the police don't have enough people for this crowd. And then we got the SRG gang right here. I wonder if SRG knows that it's against the law to ride your bike on the sidewalk. Not that it makes a difference though. Those cops don't follow the law.
Maps on this side and right here.
So we got SRG on this side, riot cops on that side. Man, this is rough, guys. This rain is not letting up. It is cold. Everything's soaked. Boots, socks, pants. All right, for those of you wondering, we are marching up 6th Avenue. We are just almost passing Herald Square, West 34th Street. Not sure where the march is going, but we are marching up 6th Avenue.
So we can throw them away. We are the people of New York City. Fuck 12.
That guy's great. He always, so every protest he brings a watermelon, and then at the end of the protest he cuts it up, and everybody shares the watermelon. Guys, I'm gonna try and get to the roof. See if we get up there. All right, hang out. It's nice to be out of the rain, though. Hey, can I go on the balcony? The fire escape? No? Okay. Is there somebody upstairs? Okay. Hey, yes. Do you have a fire escape?
Sorry?
Do you have a fire escape?
Yes.
Is it possible I could go cover the march?
No.
No? Okay, alright. Alright, no luck on that, guys. Alright. If I can, I'll try another one when we get further down. Passing Bryant Park. Again, this is 6th Avenue, West 41st Street. Getting close to West 46th Street. Cops have zip ties. Alright, let's try and get around the crowd. Run up ahead a little bit. Hope you guys are smashing that like button, sharing this stream, subscribing to this channel. Let's keep going. Guys, this is fucking chaos. They are fucking pushing on people.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Move back to the sidewalk. Move back. Move back to the sidewalk. The sidewalk. Back up. Everybody's sidewalk. Move the sidewalk. Back up. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk. Hey, get up! Get on the sidewalk! What the fuck? Bro, emotional intelligence. You told him to get on the sidewalk. Why is he pushing you? Why are you pushing him? Slow it down. Show respect. You on the sidewalk. You being non-violent. You the whole time.
So they can't break us up too much.
You're scared of us, you have a gun. You're scared of us, you have a gun. You're scared of us, you're a pussy. You're a bitch. I'm surrendering my phone. I have a legal right to surrender my phone. Back up! No, whoa! You back up! Yeah! Keep going! Guys, you need to keep going! Too close to my arm! Keep going! Fuck the cops! Keep going! Everyone needs to keep going! I'm trying to shut the march down! Keep going! Don't let them shut the march down! Keep going! Keep going! Keep the march going! Keep the march going!
We just located us. Hey, come down, come down. Sorry. You guys want to put rain? That was the
IOS, they're all the same. NYPD, KKK. IOS, they're all the same. NYPD, KKK. IOS, they're all the same. NYPD, KKK.
Punch me! The NYPD punched me! That's why my lip is bleeding! They kidnapped someone! They kidnapped someone! And when we demanded to know why they grabbed them, they grabbed more of us! In the process, I was punched in the face by the cops! In the process, I was punched in the face by the cops! They had our neighbors face down on the pavement! Face down on the pavement! While they put knees on their backs!
I saw it! I saw it! They had him on the ground! I can't go anywhere. I'm surrounded.
Did you find her?
Come straight down towards 6.
Thank you. Down.
Guys, I hope you're sharing this. I hope you got that.
Please share. Please show what the NYPD, the thugs, the gang of the NYPD have done to this peaceful march.
NYPD go to hell! NYPD go to hell! NYPD go to hell!
Metal cuffs. They have hundreds of zip ties, and I am in metal cuffs right now. They all need me in the back. And they refuse to loosen these cuffs.
There's an open carrier over the trucking seat. Please be mindful of your portables. There's an open carrier. Alright, be advised, one at a time, you can cut each other off, and then the ones that you're able to transmit.
Don't say a word! Don't say a word! Don't say a word! NYPD, KKK, IOF, they're all the same! KKK, IOF, they're all the same! NYPD, KKK, IOF, they're all the same! You pigs! Fuck you, 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 pigs! You guys are an embarrassment!
Where our tax dollars are going. Overarmed officers who don't even know how to use zip ties. I'm in metal handcuffs right now. I had multiple knees on my back while getting arrested.
I'm not legally obligated to tell you anything.
Yeah, you do actually. No, then you're kidnapping them, right, cunt? Fuck you, shut the fuck up. Why do you hear that? You're useless.
Don't step on my glasses.
We'll never be defeated. The people united. We'll never be defeated. The people united. We'll never We'll never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Shame! Shame on all of you!
United will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Now back on
Once again, guys, police have started the riot. They always do. They come here, they show up to the protest, they look for trouble in their riot gear, their helmets, their batons, their plastic zip tie cuffs. And then they start shit.
What's the Grace building, bro?
What?
What's the Grace building? Is this the Bank of America thing?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Why is it like this spot? They were like, no.
No,
Push on in.
No, something happened here. There were a couple of arrests. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Alright guys, I don't know if you could go back to the live stream and confirm, see what that girl was saying that she was punched in the face by one of the officers. I don't know if I got that, but check it out if you find it. Share it around. All right, let's get moving along with the march. Guys, you guys see how it is. You see what it is on the ground. The mainstream media, the local media, they will never tell you how the police start the violence at protests. They will never report on that, okay? But we will. We report on that all the time, every time they do it. Which is at every protest. All right, so the march is ending here at the New York Public Library. Let me see if I can get a... Police know nothing about de-escalation. They are not professional at all. They act like a big gang, and that's what they are. I really thought today was going to be fine. You know, even though they were out in their riot gear, I did never expect that they were gonna make they were gonna assault people, protesters, and make arrests today. Never would I have thought. The reason is because there are so many people out here, and of course, it's a peaceful march, as it always is when they start shit. Now you see they're lined up here at the New York Public Library.
Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Resistance is justified!
Resistance is justified!
People are occupied! Resistance is justified!
Free Palestine!
Coming, bro! Bro!
Let's go, get down! Get down! Go that way, go that way!
Get down!
Hey!
Get off! Get off the statue!
Get down!
Sir!
In the past 24 hours,